SiyuChigga 的频道，我们今天玩的是人 Age 的记忆。是的，就开始了。好的，原来这群弟弟不睡觉啊，这是在看我直播呀。那我们现在这个画面是上章节的那个破关的画面。哦，我们的西柚进来了。OK， 开始喽。谢谢这群弟弟的支持，哎。这个船怎样？这个船不能用，是不是？看来都不是。嗯？有奖杯。好的。马来捞水，我真的马来捞水的。Not going。都不是。好的。什么东西？这是什么 ？Use Jack with Jack。LT Echo。这个到底是用来干嘛的？是用来这个。那是哈。 所以这到底要干嘛？没有东西啊。嗯？嗯？好苦恼。难道我要就此卡关了吗？第6章就这样子。哇。嗯？现在到底该怎么做呢？用什么都不对呀。这是新的章节啊，你忘记了啊？哦，有了耶。OK。嗯，好了。好的。哎呀，是鳄鱼。 怕的鳄鱼。你拿起这个了吗？哦，真的，这样我也是醉了。还真的醉了，你才醉吧？为什么要电那个鱼啊？去喂那个鳄鱼喽！还有电锯嘞，咱要用电锯锯这个门吗 ？No gas， 该不是？哎，志群，你是什么时候回家的啊？哦，好一个系统人才。马上来到第7章，是哟。这边有一个枪，好的。 差不多9点那边。那志群，那你走的时候，你哥哥他们还在吗？他们现在该不会还在喝吧？SiyuChigga，你还醒着吗？SiyuChigga，该不会睡着了吧？SiyuChigga，呼叫SiyuChigga。这个灯是要干嘛？这群怎么还没睡啊？如果你明天没有要干嘛的话，你要不要来我家？看来我们家睡着了。 看得懂我在干嘛吗？收尾，反正就是你自己去前面看我的直播吧，有点长，大概2个小时哦。看，好，帮你解说一下，就其实他也只是，他原本是一个公司的员工，然后就是他们发现了公司有一个里面有一个老人，他制作了一个，有没有看到左下角这个，就是一个时光机器，然后他要去，就是这个老人他要这个主角去揭发一些秘密之类的，对 ，anyway 就这样，对，现在到底该怎么办呢？卡关欸，然后喜雾先生还正在看着我的直播看着，这样子我也是醉了。为什么东西不能剪？志群啊，你明天来我家吃饭好了啦，不然你每次都很可怜的，我都不知道怎么也没有钱养，然后顺便来我家拿你的钱包。现在到底是少东西啊？没什么钱吃饭，还带你吃饭，还给你吃饭，这个姐姐哪里找啊？ 有，吼吼，水哦。有没有看到4个交换？有没有？对下来，哦，这是干嘛？仓库了。好啊，喜友现在才回，什么意思？喜友，你刚刚是不是睡着了？你说。 No。下一道题该怎么办呢？嗯。还真的进去了，这是干嘛？呵呵。嗯。
Stop there! Whoa, wait! Mr. Lambert, sir, it's me, Joe! I don't know you. What are you doing in my house? You sent me here, remember? For an intruder, you're not right. The commotion you caused getting in here, you as well have brought a bulldozer. Now, you have exactly 5 seconds to explain what you're doing, or so help me God, I'm pulling this trigger and sending you on your way. 5. I went here. 4. Why you? 3. You told me to find you, to warn you about the end of the world. 2. You were all with white hair, and you got shot. Oh, God, please don't shoot me, Mr. Lambert. You gave me this. Enter something, time machine. I gave that? Yes.
他的枪怎么就这样消
I've
失
never
了？
seen anything like it. But on the back, that's my face signet. I made this. It's simply magnificent. I gave this to... Why? Who are you? Name's Joe, sir. I'm just a janitor at the Archon building. A room with a big round door in the basement labs this morning, and you were dying. You said you'd come from 40 years in the future to stop the end of the world. I guess I was the only one around, so this only to find you all this, and I've been there. The future, I mean. A bunch of times. And you were right, Mr. Lambert. Everyone's gone. My God, so it did come to pass. They really did it, those greedy goddamn bastards. I told them this would happen. Wait, I was dying? How? You said you'd been shot. I had to actually find the to get this address. What? No, wait. Don't say anything else. You succeeded in finding me, which means anything you tell me from this point on could alter the course of action that to my doorstep. The less I know, the better. So, seen the future. What did you see? A bad dream. Everyone's gone. Buildings are apart. It's all just quiet. What happened, Mr. Lambert? His doctor, Dr. Lambert. Considering all that you just went to find me, not to mention bearing witness to the horrific outcome of the biggest breakthrough in the history of science, I suppose I owe you some kind of explanation. I was 24 when I got hired by Archon, or Athena as it was called back then. Athena was one of the many weapons R&D companies formed during the Second World War. Unlike other R&D companies that had retooled themselves to pursue peacetime activities after the war, Athena had made enough money to continue chasing the next big thing in defense technologies. They were betting the farm on post-Soviet experience and raising the level of government paranoia to create a lucrative market for esoteric weapon research. I'd say they made the right bet. Still a theoretical physicist at MIT, my thesis on the possibility of time via membranes got published shortly after I was hired in 1961. Company heads were so impressed, gave me a team and a budget. Development exceeded even my own expectations, and after only 6 years, we had the first primitive version of the time machine running.
就制造了一个时光机器就对了。
Our first successful trials involved sending simple objects into the future with a timed return. But with Archon running out of money, that's all the company needed to enter a big fat contract with the Department of Defense. Apparently, we had sold them on the idea that the technology could be used to go back in time and strangle communism in its cradle. The reality, of course, was that it couldn't. Due to the laws of causality, you can't travel back in time beyond the point where time travel was invented. And sooner or later, we had to explain that to our actors. When they started looking for progress reports, Archon management had them clean, but
这不是
instead
废话好
chose to
多
ease government concerns by claiming the
可是为了
technology could be
让
used to
观
bring
众
back
们深
advanced
入体
weapons
验
from
感
the...
我是不了。
But this too was a lie. At this point, we'd already had our first of many trials, and we knew there would be no weapons. In fact, our results were as terrifying as they were thrilling. Time pilots returned frenzied and confused, raving about empty streets and human remains. At first, we assumed the city had suffered a Soviet attack in the future and had been evacuated as a result. But as we pushed on further, the terrible reality became. Pilots started fatally, dying within a day or two from painful convulsions. Never returned. We lost several pilots, machine prototypes, and other equipment. When the first contamination erupted in the lab, we were completely unprepared, losing lab technicians to what we later identified as an incredibly aggressive airborne virus. Although we weren't equipped to handle biohazards of this magnitude, management insisted we contain and study it. To keep our pilots and the virus alive long enough to study, we opted experimental cryotechnology from another project, Lazarus, and established a makeshift virus lab. Once again, the bigwigs managed to spin our setbacks into a success story for the Department of Defense, now claiming that the virus cultivated for use as a biological weapon. Dean threatened to resign, but outrage was swiftly quenched by promises of massive salary increases and stock options. I didn't take the bribe. I'd witnessed the lethal efficiency of the virus firsthand. I knew there was only one way this was going to go, so I handed in my resignation and set up shop out here. For over a year, working to recreate the technology, bring me back in time, and prevent mankind's extinction from ever happening. And now you're here, the messenger of doom at my doorstep, wearing a boiler suit. Who could have imagined that Judgment Day would begin like any other Monday in May? In any case, unfathomable as it would be that you were able to bring information to me.
说真的，这
Knowing
博士
is
的
only
胡
half
子
the
也是
battle.
蛮酷的。
Preventing the break will require more than just your tenacity.
Me? What?
Yes, must rely on you one more time. You must go back to Archon and prevent the outbreak.
No. That's... I mean, I'm really honored and everything, but...
Believe me, you're the last person in the world I want to entrust with this, and I mean that quite literally. This time tomorrow, the entire city will have succumbed to chaos, panic, and death. You're here now, and you're all I've got.
Wait, but what about you? Can't you fix this, Doc? Don't you have a plan?
I can't go myself. That would break the law of causality. The only reason you are here to warn me now is because I was there to send you. The only reason I would send you is because I was able to bring my work to fruition here.
But...
We've no time to waste. It's the only way. You told me you found me this, correct?
Yes, but...
That means I failed to stop it, and the outbreak has already begun. The time pilot for today's trial must have put the virus back in the future, which then somehow got out of the containment chamber and spread. That pilot is Hero. I need you to destroy the supercomputer system controlling the time machine. All the research data is stored there. You must destroy it before the time machine departs. Reconfigure the device to send you 1 day. This should allow you ample time to return to Archon and get inside. Other shore from here, about 5 yards down the road, is a rest stop. You'll find a van there, fueled and ready to go.
Oh, I already have a ride.
Which won't be there yesterday, you ninny. Now
You
stop
ninny.
interrupting me. Last thing, and I need you to listen carefully, because this is very, very important. Make sure you do not meet the earlier version of you.
Why? What will happen?
No one knows for sure. It's one of the conundrums not yet answered for. There are things, of course, none of them pleasant. Now, let's get you ready.
反正他大概就是说，他制造了一个时光机器，然后发生了一些不好的事情，然后他要去停止一些事情，一些事情，反正他停止某个东西啦，然后后来他会要求主角要那个叫做 Archon 的地方，对，然后还不可以见到那个，就是这个时代的他那样子。
It sure was nice to pack me lunch. I wish he'd pack me a can opener for the beans, though. And some gas for the Bunsen burner. But I'm sure I'll think of something. Got several hours of driving ahead of me after. It'll be almost morning before I get to Archon. I just hope I have enough time.
好的，来到第8章了，但是看来大家都累了，那我们今天就直播就到此结束喽，晚